Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I was a little sad because the men of the Ottawa REDBLACKS have gone and we had some good times, but I've got two ladies here who are going to cheer me up. Now, I don't have a sponsor to this, but if I did, it would probably be Colgate or Crest, because look at these smiles. If you've been to a REDBLACKS game, you probably had the chance of getting to know Marie and Alex. Ladies, welcome.
Hello.
I'm very excited to have you both here. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your schedule to come and have a little chat with me. I appreciate it. Marie, you were on the team last year. Alex, you're new to the team this year. I want to ask you, ladies, what's the experience been like being at TD Place this year? Because it's just magical.
Sure. For me, it's like being at a playoff hockey game every single game.
Okay.
And not to say anything mean about Sens fans, I'm a huge Sens fan. I'm always standing. Go Red Scarf Union.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's literally like everyone is always cheering. It's always loud. Everyone's like up off their feet, face painted, like crazy. It's the atmosphere. Everyone's always there. And I mean, even last year, like we lost almost every game, but everyone was still in it. Everyone still enjoyed it, and everyone was there till the last second. Nobody leaves early. It's such a great experience there. And the best part this year, we've been doing a lot better, so it's been a lot more fun to see everyone have more fun because we're actually winning. But I mean, it's unbelievable. I love it. It's great.
Absolutely. And Alex, what's it been like for you?
It's a really great feeling to be out there and to see all the fans really, really pumped and excited. And not only that, like, obviously they're excited about the game, but it's really cool to sometimes see the difference that you can make when, like, a fan will be trying to get your attention and you can just by waving at them, it can get them really excited and really pumped up. And I think it just, like, even when it's not specific to one person, when we're cheering, we're always, like, getting the crowd pumping, and it's a lot more fun, and it gets us more pumped, and it obviously gets the team more pumped, and that's probably why we've been doing so well at our home games.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, it's no secret, I've been to every CFL stadium, and I'm not saying this with any sort of bias. There is something about the electricity and the energy within that stadium. It's definitely one of, if not the best places to watch a game. And one of the things that I take pride in is friends who come into Ottawa to see a game to perhaps cheer on their team who might be visiting us. They say that they've done such a fantastic job with the stadium, and the atmosphere is amazing as well. So I want to talk to you ladies about what got you into becoming a part of the team, but also get to know you a little bit better. Who'd like to start?
I think it's going to be me.
I think it might be you. Okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
Well, I've always loved dancing. I've been a dancer my whole life, and competitive dancer, and I just wanted an opportunity to do something professional that was at a higher level that allowed me to stay dancing, but also allowed me to perform as much as possible, because that was the part that I always enjoyed the most. And what better than having so many home games and all these opportunities in the community. It's just been great. It's just more than I can even ask for. That was the thing that really got me excited, and also just to get to be on the field to watch the games is pretty awesome. You don't get that same experience when you're in this, no offense to all the fans, but it's a whole different experience being on the field versus being in the stands.
Well, absolutely.
You're right in it when the ball comes at you. It's it's real life.
Yeah, you always have to make sure you get out of the way. It's one of those things. I personally couldn't have asked for better seats for where my season tickets are, but you're absolutely right. Your view will always be so much better. Yeah. So one of the things that I absolutely adore about the team, and you are a personification of this, is that there's so much energy and there's so much excitement in terms of performing. So for those who don't know, now there are a lot of people on the team who have nicknames, but I've actually given you a nickname. What do I call you?
Lancer.
And why do I call you Lancer?
Because I laugh when I dance.
You laugh while you dance. So one of the things from a fan perspective is, and I don't want to say that the other people don't, you just probably got the nickname first. I don't want hate mail from any of your teammates, but one of the things that's very entertaining from a fan perspective is, or any perspective in life, is seeing somebody doing something that they're passionate about and that they really like doing. I remember going to Walmart, and there was a Walmart greeter who was probably one of the friendliest guys in the world. And it's like, I don't care what you're doing. I just love coming here because you've got that energy. Yeah. So where does that come from for you?
For me, I just love dancing, and I love people being engaged with me and getting excited to be there with me. It's like we're all part of the same experience, and I don't know, there's something about getting to perform in front of so many people. It's just such a rewarding feeling. There's nothing like it, and yes, there's pressure pressure because we don't want to screw up. But it's different from when I competed because it's not for a trophy. It's just to have a good time, and I love it. It just feels so good to be out on the field and to perform.
Well, I want to ask you both this question. So, obviously coming back from last year, so you've already had the experience of doing 9 games last year, plus Grey Cup, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. You're coming into this new. So, in terms of levels of nervousness, how was that for you coming in, like your first game? What was that like?
I think that in terms of being nervous of performing in front of people, like my story is very similar to Marie's. Like I've been dancing like since the age of like 4, competitively since I was 6. Like it was something I did like my entire life, like really intensely. And not only that, like I was also in like a drama geek in high school, so like it was always like a thing for me. Yes, it was always like I was always on stage performing, whether it be for like dance or like acting or even like music stuff, whatever. So like I don't really get nervous much anymore at this point because it's just something I've been doing for so long. But it is like a little bit like, okay, like there's gonna be a lot of people here. Like, I can't mess up. But I think our team did a really good job in preparing us for what was coming. And I know, like, a lot of the alumni were really good at helping out if ever you had any questions. Like, I bothered so many people with so many tedious little questions, but I just wanted to make sure I had everything right. And, like, once you get there, it's just, like, it's comfortable. Like, you're used to it. Like, I don't know. It's like
you've been there forever.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, we're going to come back to you because I just thought of a nickname for you, so that's something you can get ready for.
Okay.
So Marie, getting back to you, outside of the Red Blacks, what else do you have going on right now?
In terms of what?
Like in terms of like what else do you do with your time?
Other than work a lot of hours.
Yeah.
You know, but you gotta make a living.
Okay.
Before I got injured, or like, are we?
Well, let's talk about your injury, because one of the things too. Well, I mean, we can talk about it as much as you like, but one of the things too is that it's very easy for people to take for granted that this is a sport. You're a professional. Injuries do happen. So what happened?
I just overdid it.
Okay.
I got really excited for summer. I usually do a lot of exercising in the summer. I get really excited. There's volleyball. There's like I can go biking again, and then there's running, because I hate running inside. I like running somewhere. I need like a point.
Give you a
to
destination.
Go to. Yeah, it's like the treadmill thing just doesn't really excite me. And I was taking gymnastics. I was doing all this stuff. I always get like really into it, and I just overdid it and gave myself tendonitis in my hip. And it's been fun. I think I'm down to 1 a week physio, so that's been good. But yeah, the stuff outside, like if I wasn't injured, I'm beach volleyball team every summer. It's one of my favorite things to do. Been playing volleyball since I was 12 and just loved it. If I didn't dance, I think that's what I would have probably done as a sport. Okay. But other than that, I mean, I spent a lot of time with my friends and my family. And again, if I wasn't injured, I love cycling. So that's like the other thing I really like to do. And, yeah.
It's interesting that you talk about the injury, and I'm glad to hear that you're healing well, because it doesn't seem to have slowed you down at all, whether it be in practice or on the field. So I don't know if that's a bit of like determination, a bit stubbornness. I don't know. I don't really know, but just take care out there. We don't want to see you get hurt. So I got a nickname for you. Ready?
Okay.
Are you sitting down? Of course you are. So here's the thing. So reading through your bio, you have got so many things going on. I'm going to call you the Juggler, because you've got so many different things that you're doing. And why don't you tell the beautiful people about all the stuff that you've got going on right now outside of the team? Because, I always say, I'm really happy when you guys have the time to come. Not to say that coming and talking to me isn't awesome, but just because you guys have like so many different things that are going on. Like you guys leave something, come here, and it's not like you usually go home. You usually leave and then you go off and you do like 10 other things.
That might be the case today.
Yeah. So why don't you talk about what else you've got going outside of the team?
Okay. Well, my busy season is I'm still in school, still studying, so I'm going into my 2nd year of marketing at the University of Ottawa.
Okay, that's awesome.
So other than being a student, I like to be, like I said, I like to be always busy and always doing things. I don't like being bored and not having something to do. So when I got to the university, I got involved in one of the clubs at my university called Casco, which is it's a student-run charity organization.
Okay.
So so we basically, throughout the year, we raise money throughout various events and all the money goes towards CHEO. But at the end of the year, we have this very big gala where we present our check with all the money we raised. Last year, we raised just over $66,000 for the hospital. And what I do is actually at the end of the year in the show, there's like a whole bunch, there's like dance numbers and music numbers, and I was actually a musician for Casper.
Okay.
That's one thing. Another thing is, as hard as it might be like to believe, I wasn't very social when I was in high school. I was very, very shy and reserved. So coming to university, I decided to get involved in a sorority.
Oh, okay.
So I am a sister in a sorority called Nu Sigma Pi, and it's not what people think is like stereotypically, like, yeah, like, sure, like, we like to go out and like have our fun, but like there's a lot of aspects related to it. Like, we do also a lot of philanthropy, like raising money for different things. Our sorority, like our charity is the Heart and Stroke Foundation, so like we'll raise money for that, do like cycling, like bike-a-thons for that kind of thing. Also, like, it's all about like connecting and finding like people, friends, and also you make a network with that kind of stuff. Like, once you're Greek, like, it's like you have this whole new community, like, at the tips of your fingers. And even then, like, a lot of the alumni from our sorority, actually, one of the cheerleaders is an alumni from my sorority.
Okay.
Yeah, on the cheer side, Taina. But yeah, so like whenever, like, a lot of them have these big fancy jobs in Toronto. Whenever there's like a job posting, they'll be like, hey, does any sisters studying in this that want a job? Like, so like it's really,
it's like another family.
Yeah, basically, and it's really helpful for that kind of thing. What else do I do?
Now, your background is Greek?
I'm actually half Lebanese.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you don't actually have to be Greek to join.
Oh, no, not at all. But when you mentioned Greek, I wasn't sure. I wasn't
yeah,
sure.
That's what you just
Because I know a little bit of Greek, so I was going to use it. But now you just completely embarrassed me on my own show.
You can try Arabic, but...
Okay, no, let's move on. Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Lancer, she's not Greek. Don't ask her any Greek questions.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, I also just work because I need to do all this fun stuff that I do, and then on top of the Red Blacks. But yeah.
But she doesn't sing. She doesn't shout.
Yeah, you don't sing at all?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I've played piano since I was 6 years old, so that's something I've grown up doing, and I've practiced a lot. And I've recently taken up guitar because when I perform, like, I also sing, and it's really hard to carry around a piano whenever like you're asked to perform somewhere. So I just decided to learn guitar because it's a lot easier to lug that around with you when you're performing.
It's kind of hard bringing a piano around.
Yeah, kind of.
Now, you've got so many people on the team that have come here that are passionate about singing. When are you guys gonna like get something together and, you know, I mean, first of all,
don't look at me, I don't sing.
So neither do I. But first of all, I mean, I think it would be great.
I sing with my feet when I tap dance.
Yeah,
that's my singing.
I think it would be great to have like the ladies sing the anthem or something like that.
That would be really cool.
I think it would be fantastic.
I don't know, maybe one day.
Yeah.
Start a petition.
Okay. So obviously the music's also something that you're very passionate about too.
Yes, it is.
One of the things that I really, you're really so giggly, I love it. No, it's okay, it's allowed. One of the things that I really adore about the team is the fact that you guys have this huge capacity to give back to the community. And people ask me from time to time, Keith, why do you do this? Why is this so important to you? And I think it's important for you ladies and gentlemen, to be recognized for all of the fantastic work that you do within the community. So for example, are there any events that come to mind that really stand out to you that have been really special to you?
Yeah, we were both thinking Ringside for Youth was our favorite. I got to do it last year, and it's just a massive event. Like, there's just so many people involved, and so many people like from within the Ottawa community, but even people like Daniel Albertson, who wasn't really in Ottawa last year. He was still here because it's one of his like really big events that he helps, and it's all for the Boys and Girls Club, which is, I mean, one of my favorite charities that's out there. It's amazing like how much that event does for that group, and I mean, just to be a small part of the show, I guess, it's awesome. It felt great just to be there.
Yeah, there's all these really big events, and there's also lots of little events too that are fun to go to that like maybe aren't don't raise as much money, but every cent counts. Like, it's really important no matter what. So like, even like there's lots of like for example, like firefighter car washes to help out with like young sick children who are in the hospital, and like I know I participated in one of those, and it's no matter how like what the size of the event, it's always rewarding to know that you're doing something good for the community.
Yeah.
Okay. So So we're gonna jump into rapid fire, but I'm curious. You're again. I don't want to look at you as an old pro. I mean, you were here one extra year. But how do you guys deal with the fact that, for lack of a better term, you're kind of a big deal? Like, I think of it in terms of, like, I've had the opportunity, of chatting with you guys for a long time, and we see each other at practices, and we've chatted off camera a ton of times. So I see you guys as Lancer and now the Juggler. But I know a lot of people are just in awe, because there's just something about, like, when you guys as a team walk into the stadium, or you're doing something, or you're at an event. I see it in people's eyes, like, oh my gosh, what do I say? Come take a picture. Like, have you guys adapted to the fact that you are kind of a big deal?
Not really.
No, I mean, it's just like we're people.
Yeah.
Just wait till you go to Grey Cup.
Yeah.
You like walk down the street and people just stop you, and they're just like, oh, like, how are you liking Vancouver? Like, that was obviously last year, and it's unbelievable. Like, it's like almost like you're kind of a celebrity.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Like, not like, with paparazzis or anything, but it's really neat. It's a different experience. It helps you. It helps keep you on your toes too, because you always have to be at your best. But
so being at Grey Cup last year and taking part in Cheer Extravaganza, which is an event that's held every year, where all of the 9 now cheer teams come out and do about a 10-minute routine. Was that a little overwhelming for you last year?
At first, because the routine was 10 minutes and you don't really stop.
Yeah.
It was good. We only got to go with a small portion of our team too. So when we got there and all the other teams were pretty much the whole team was there, it was a little bit, we were a little bit nervous because we were so small, but all the teams they're so friendly. Like, it's just like all of a sudden, like, your family grew from, our little, like, Ottawa family to this big family across Canada, and it's really cool. Like, even just when we got there, the BC Lions, the Felines, they gave us scarves, like Grey Cup scarves, and it was just, we were so blown by it. Just some little gesture like that when we went to their big party, and just as a thank you for performing there, and it was awesome. Like, it's just, everyone's so friendly. You go to Ryderville and they're just nice to everybody. Like, every party was great, but any party you go to, like, the fans are just fans of the CFL. There's not one fan that's just a fan of their team. Like, everyone's a fan of the CFL. Yeah. And to see people that have gone to like 20, 30 CFL like Grey Cups in a row, it's awesome. Like, it's just like there's nothing like that anywhere else. Like, wow. This is it's such a really cool experience, and you're gonna love it this year when you get to go. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
I think you and everybody who went down did a fantastic job of representing the city and the team. So thank you for that. All right, ladies, it's the time that you've been waiting for. As soon as you walked in the door, you said, "I can't wait for rapid fire." Well, guess what, Juggler? It's here. All right, so I'm going to ask you the question. We're going to start. We'll go boom, 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 boom. We'll just keep going. So first of all, Juggler, we're going to start with you, and then you're going to get the same question.
Okay.
What is the last movie that you saw in the theater?
In the theater?
In the theater.
Jurassic World.
Okay.
I think it was Minions with my nephews.
Minions with your nephews? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I've seen both those. Both good movies.
Or Jurassic Park twice. But
okay. Going to the next question. Okay. So I had the men here last week, and we're talking about this. In your opinions, who was more protective? The men over the women on the team, or the women on the team over the men? Rapid fire.
I don't know.
Well, because we're dancers, right? So we don't get to see the guys that often.
Okay.
They're always cheering with the cheerleaders, and we're doing
that's
our own
that's
thing.
exactly must be why it's
okay
for me to.
I was just
problem.
like, there's no guys on our team.
Do you know that there are guys on the cheer team? You knew about the guys on the cheer team?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
I mean, we just saw them yesterday.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Just checking.
I mean, maybe if we get to do a dance with them.
Would you like to do a dance with them? That's one of the things that I talked to them about.
I think one of my favorite things last year was at Grey Cup watching the Edmonton guys like get down on the floor during Cheer Extravaganza. I was blown away. Check out the video. Amazing. Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to dance with the guys. I think that'd be great. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Okay, next question. Who's going up first? I think it's you, Juggler. Ryan Gosling or Ryan Reynolds?
Gosling.
Can I go neither?
You can?
Okay.
We're going neither? Okay, all right.
Yeah, they're both equal. So,
okay, all right.
But I think there's people better. So.
Okay, all right. Okay. Who would you rather hang out with? Who would you rather hang out with, Beyonce or Nicki Minaj?
Beyonce for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite dish to make?
Well, I'm not great in the kitchen,
Okay.
but pasta's my thing.
Okay.
I eat pasta for days. Pasta's my life, and it's so easy to make. It's just my life.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Yeah.
Which I'll never have. I'm allergic to cheese, but that's still good
Okay.
to know. What's your favorite food? So the last question was your
Like
favorite
a
thing to
genre
make.
of food or just a favorite plate in general?
Either. The floor is yours.
Oh, I was gonna probably say poutine.
Okay.
There's so many ways you can do poutine. It's
Okay.
great. Yeah.
Pasta.
Pasta? We're going switching on pasta?
Fair,
Okay.
fair.
Okay. Now, I want you to be honest here. Have you ever gone to a club, gone dancing at a club, and broken out the robot?
No.
So, I do have lots of tacky moves that I do when I'm working,
Okay.
but
I don't think
I
the
don't
robot's one
think
of
the
them.
No.
robot. No.
I usually break out into choreographed dance.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just like show up everybody?
I just like make up my own dance. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I
On
like
the spot.
I come up with a pattern in my head and I just do the same.
So you don't do the
moves
grocery
and
cart?
No,
The microwave?
no.
No.
Okay.
I've done the grocery cart before. Yeah, that's been pulled out. My
Okay.
favorite, if we're gonna go cliche moves, is "What Is Love."
Oh.
I mean, the whole head thing. Like you can't get any better than that.
You really can't. We've got a big game coming up this weekend. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I want to thank both of you so much from the bottom of my heart, taking the time to come out here and chat with the awesomeness that is me, and so the wonderfulness that is them can get to know you guys a lot better. Ladies and gentlemen, their names are, well, officially their names are Marie and Alex, but you know them now as Lancer and the Juggler.
The Juggler.
They are two of the fantastic people that make up the awesomeness that is the Ottawa REDBLACKS Cheer and Dance team. I'm definitely hoping we get a big win this weekend. Again, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. You're welcome anytime. Bring pasta. Ladies and gentlemen,
And
my
not
name is...
cheesecake.
No cheesecake. No cheesecake. Chocolate almonds, though. Thanks again for taking the time to check this out. My name is Keith, and that has been my view from the 40.